on, guys? It is Jaden and our resident expert Caleb here to talk Week 12 trades. We all know that some trade deadlines have already passed, but some don't have, or some leagues don't have any trade deadlines. So we still have to make these videos to let those people know who they should be targeting and trading away to make their lineups as wonderful as possible. So with that, Caleb, who are some people that we should be looking to target in trades for Week 12?
Yeah, so I really like the idea of going out and trying to get Julio Jones from whoever has him in your league. Now, he just is coming off of a very poor performance that the Atlanta Falcons as a whole suffered in this game in Week 11 against the Saints. The whole team just didn't do very well. Matt Ryan looked really bad. But I do think that Julio Jones is going to be somebody that's good. Not to mention there was a little bit of an injury scare with him in Week 11 too, but I don't think it's anything serious. But I think if you can go and get a receiver at his caliber right now, you absolutely should go and do it. I also like the idea of going out and targeting his teammate, Todd Gurley. And he too had a bad game against the Saints. But again, right now, with the way that running back kind of landscape is, it's just very barren. There's not a whole lot out there. So what you want to do is try to chase the people or look for the people that are getting volume, getting plenty of touches each and every week. And right now, Todd Gurley is one of those people that is just getting a ton of volume on the ground. So go target him. He's coming off of a bad game. His owner might be willing to part with him and try to buy him while his price is low. Now, you could also go and try to do the same for running back Chris Carson for the Seattle Seahawks. Now, he's been injured for the last few weeks and has continued to miss time. I think he's near to returning or close to returning, and I think that you should go and pick him up now before he returns. Again, you want to have a running back on your team that's starting caliber, someone that you can rely on as we go into the fantasy playoffs. So I really like the idea of buying Carson now, right before he returns.
And now that we have all the people we should be targeting in trades, who should we feel okay with trading away going into Week 12?
So I think we feel good about trading away Melvin Gordon, running back for the Denver Broncos. And I know it's kind of crazy, I was just talking about the running back landscape and how, it's hard to find people, but I just don't really trust Melvin Gordon right now. I think that you could sell him at a much higher value than what he's actually worth. He's coming off of a good game that they had against Miami, but he's just been very inconsistent this year. Not to mention he's also splitting touches very evenly with Phillip Lindsay. So it's just someone that I don't really ever feel confident starting in my lineup right now, and that's the type of player that I just don't want on my team. So if you can sell him, do it. I also like the idea of selling Jonathan Taylor right now. And that's basically because he's coming off his best game of the season where he finally got the majority of the touches, but you just absolutely cannot trust that ground game in Indianapolis. You never know who's going to get the majority of the catches or majority of the touches. You just don't know. It could be Jordan Wilkins one week, Nyheim Hines the other week, and then Jonathan Taylor. So this is going to change each and every week, which makes you just not confident in starting them in your fantasy lineup. So sell him while you can. And I also think you should sell Jonnu Smith, tight end for the Tennessee Titans. He's had touchdowns in back-to-back games, and that's kind of inflating his value. He still is just not seeing quite the target share that you would want to see in your tight end. I think that a lot of people are desperate for a good tight end right now, so if you can afford to sell Jonnu Smith, I absolutely would.
Okay, guys, so those are your Week 12 trades and targets. If your deadlines have already passed, we hope that you have the lineup that you want going into playoffs. If they haven't, go on out here and make those trades and targets to help get the lineup that you need for playoffs. With that, we're going to say sayonara to Caleb, and I'm going to let you guys know that this is Fantasy Tomorrow, where we're giving you the information to learn today and win tomorrow. See you guys next week.